What if I told you that everything you believed about strengthening your bones might be wrong? For years, we've been led to believe that drinking milk was enough to keep our bones healthy. But what if I told you that the real secret to strong bones lies in one single ingredient no one talks about? While so many people struggle with osteoporosis and joint pain, the solution might be closer and simpler than you think. The truth is, certain foods are silently destroying your bone density without you even realizing it. At the same time, there's one powerful ingredient that can naturally protect your bones and joints. Doctors don't usually talk about this, but today, you're going to learn exactly what it takes to keep your bones strong for life. Imagine opening your fridge right now. Among the bottled juices, deli meats, and that can of cola waiting to be cracked open, you might be storing one of the biggest enemies of your bone health. Seems harmless, right? But the truth is, certain foods are quietly chipping away at your bones and joints, increasing inflammation and blocking calcium absorption. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize it. Osteoporosis doesn't happen overnight. It builds up over years, little by little, often fueled by food choices that seem innocent but are actually weakening your skeletal system without you noticing, at least for now. What few people talk about is how modern diets are full of hidden traps that silently damage bone density. Soda is a classic example. Loaded with phosphoric acid, it leaches calcium from your bones, making them weaker. And let's talk about processed meats. Packed with sodium and preservatives, they increase acidity in your body, forcing it to draw essential minerals from your bones to restore balance. If you've been experiencing unexplained joint pain, your fridge might have a lot more to do with it than you think. The good news? Small changes can make a big difference. Swapping that cold soda for a warm turmeric, ginger, and black pepper infusion, known as golden milk, can reduce inflammation and protect your joints. Replacing processed meats with natural protein sources like omega-3 rich fish can slow down bone deterioration. It's not about cutting everything out at once, but about understanding how what you eat impacts your body in the long run. After all, your bones support you every single day. Shouldn't you support them too? And since we're talking about bad choices for your bones, how about finding out which 5 foods are the worst culprits? Some of them might be on your plate right now. If you're enjoying this so far, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment about what surprised you the most. When we talk about strong bones, the first thing that comes to mind is calcium, right? But what most people don't realize is that just as important as getting enough calcium is avoiding the foods that steal it from your body. And believe it or not, you might be consuming these silent bone thieves every single day without even noticing. Take cola-based sodas, for example. They're packed with phosphoric acid, which disrupts calcium absorption. The worst part? Regular consumption has been linked to an increased risk of osteoporosis, even in younger adults. Another hidden danger lies in processed meats like sausages, deli cuts, and bacon. These foods are loaded with sodium and preservatives that raise blood acidity, forcing your body to pull calcium from your bones to restore balance. And speaking of inflammation, excess omega-6 rich vegetable oils, such as soybean and corn oil, can wreak havoc on your bones. Your body needs a balance between omega-3 and omega-6, but today's diet is heavily skewed towards the latter, which promotes inflammation and joint pain. But it doesn't stop there. Refined sugar is another silent villain. Not only does it contribute to chronic inflammation, but it also depletes your body's essential nutrients. Every time you consume excess sugar, your body pulls magnesium and calcium to process it, creating a long-term deficit that weakens your bones. Lastly, we can't forget excessive salt. The more sodium you consume, the more calcium your body flushes out through urine. So, if you have a habit of oversalting your meals, you could literally be draining your bones of their strength. Now that we've uncovered the worst foods for your bones, let's talk about the good news. Some foods do exactly the opposite. They strengthen your bones, nourish your joints, and are incredibly easy to add to your diet. And trust me, these power-packed foods can transform your health from the inside out. If some foods can destroy your bone health, others do exactly the opposite. They strengthen your bones and protect your joints. And the best part? They're easy to find and can be incorporated into your daily routine without much effort. One of the best examples is sardines with bones. Packed with calcium and vitamin D, they provide exactly what your bones need to stay strong and resilient. Plus, the omega-3 found in these little fish helps reduce joint inflammation, easing pain and preventing long-term wear and tear. Another powerhouse food is broccoli. This green veggie is loaded with essential bone-building nutrients like calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K, all crucial for maintaining bone density. But the benefits don't stop there. Chia seeds, those tiny superfoods, contain more calcium per gram than milk, and their high omega-3 content helps lower inflammation, keeping both your bones and joints in top shape. Avocados also make the list as a superfood for joint health. Rich in healthy fats and antioxidants, they combat the inflammatory processes that weaken bones and damage cartilage. Then there's bone broth, an ancient nutritional secret that's packed with collagen, calcium, and essential minerals to help maintain strong bones and healthy joints. Regular consumption can be a game changer in preventing osteoporosis and promoting joint regeneration. Now that you know which foods can supercharge your bones, it's time to break one of the biggest nutrition myths out there. For years, people believed that milk was the best source of calcium. But is that really true? The answer might surprise you. For decades, we've been told that milk is essential for strong bones. Drink milk to grow healthy, they said. But is that really true? Recent studies suggest that excessive milk consumption might not be as beneficial as we once thought. While it does contain calcium, the body doesn't always absorb it efficiently. On top of that, cow's milk can trigger inflammation in some people, especially those with lactose intolerance or sensitivity to milk proteins. This means that while you think you're protecting your bones by drinking milk, you might actually be harming your joints. Another rarely discussed fact is that countries with the highest dairy consumption also have surprisingly high rates of bone fractures. This happens because milk can increase the acidity of your blood, and your body compensates for this by pulling calcium from your bones to restore balance. In other words, instead of strengthening your bones, excessive milk intake could actually contribute to bone loss over time. Meanwhile, cultures that consume fewer dairy products but rely on other calcium sources tend to have lower osteoporosis rates. So, what are these alternative calcium sources? Foods like broccoli, dark leafy greens, chia seeds, and sardines with bones are excellent options, often better absorbed by the body than milk itself. Plus, calcium only works effectively when combined with other nutrients like vitamin D, magnesium, and vitamin K, elements that are often missing in the diets of those who rely solely on milk for their calcium intake. The truth is, keeping your bones strong is about much more than just drinking a glass of milk at breakfast. If this information opened your eyes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on what surprised you the most. And if you're looking for a powerful, anti-inflammatory alternative to traditional milk, there's a recipe that can strengthen your joints and boost your immunity at the same time. Now that you know what truly strengthens your bones, the question is, what will you do with this information? Will you keep consuming foods that steal your calcium and inflame your joints, or will you start nourishing your body the right way? Small changes can completely transform your bone health. Can you imagine living without joint pain and having strong bones for life? It's within your reach, and the choice is yours. If you want real results, knowing isn't enough. You need to take action. Start today by making simple adjustments to your diet and including the right nutrients in your routine. And don't stop here. What many people don't realize is that weak bones can be linked to silent heart problems. That's why you need to watch our video on silent heart attacks and learn the warning signs that could save your life. And of course, if this content helped you, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and drop a comment. Your health deserves attention. And here, you'll always find information that truly makes a difference.